welcome back to Top Dice, and today's episode is going to be about movies. I'm Fiction Boy.
I'm Stream Arcadad.
And I'm Kolfy Cola.
And today, you realize that Whiplash is not here today. He took the week off. Unfortunate, but we understand. And also, we actually put up the Ed's art. I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera. Can you see it, camera? Can you see it? Yeah, it's right there. Good job, Ed.
It is
You're
fantastic.
a better artist than me.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what's funny?
Draw for.
You know what I'm happy about? What Ed did is that he made you look like a vampire.
Oh, he gave me big teethies. Eesh.
Yeah, he did. He made Whiplash look like a clown.
Those pearly whites.
He looked like a clown. I'm not sure what I'm at.
Well, he's funny, so that would make sense.
Honestly, you look like a lynx in that picture. You have little ear tufts there.
Oh, yeah, I kind of do.
But it's really funny because I was flying my paramotor and Ed actually joined in the conversation on our Discord. And I told him that if he wanted to do like badges and artwork for us. I'm like, well, if you want, you can make some fan art for Time Dogs. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll make that. And he sent that in within an hour and a half. Good job, Edward.
That was
21.
impressive. Edward 21. It'd just be easier to call you Ed. Anyway.
Thank you.
So everybody in this room has seen movies. We all have seen good, we've seen average, we've seen below average, and we saw terrible. Sometimes we all like the cult classics, but critics don't always like the cult classics. But let me ask you guys this. What is your favorite movies and why? And we'll start off with Kolfy.
Oh, all-time favorite movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas. I watch it at least 2 times a year during Halloween and once at Christmas. It's just, I've loved it since I was a kid. Just great writing for the whole story, great music pieces.
Okay. What about you, Stream?
I'm kind of torn between 2 movies, but if I would have to pick one, it has to be Avatar. By James Cameron. Really big fan of that. I think I watched the movie like 9 or 10 times. I've never watched really a movie more than once or twice. If I would say second, Interstellar was an epic movie. And if you don't have a surround sound system and a big screen to watch it, it's like you're missing out. You need to like find a friend that has a good theater, studio, whatever at their home and listen to that movie because Hans Zimmer's music is just epic. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm torn between 2 movies too. I got 2 that I really like, and one of them just came out recently this year. If you guys could take a guess what it is.
Please don't say
No.
I would say, is it Everything Everywhere All at Once? Because that movie was amazing.
Yeah, that was a good movie too, but that's not it. Starts with an E.
What?
E?
Yeah, it starts with an E.
I haven't gone to the theaters the past couple of years.
Let me give you a hint. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, the Elvis Presley biopic.
It's Elvis. Yeah, Elvis
What?
movie.
There was a movie about... Oh, I missed it.
Yeah,
I didn't.
they did it just like the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, but they did it based on Elvis.
Yeah, I saw Rocket Man.
I really loved it.
That
Rocket
one
Man
was really...
I haven't seen yet.
Oh, it's excellent.
And the second movie is between an old movie, which I think this is when Tobey Maguire was first starting out. He was really young when he did this, Pleasantville. I recently started liking that movie too. If you haven't seen that movie, you gotta watch that. It is so good. Even Colton really liked it. It had good. It had good. It had really good. How would I put it? Symbolic things in the movie. Our problems of today are, but in a very creative way, which I would have never expected. It was so good. And it was actually, ironically, in a That's my first assignment of introduction to film in college, and this was the first movie we had to watch. And oh my god, I was so blown away about everything, down to the cinematography, the editing, the colors, the lighting, everything used for a symbolic purpose. That's what made it great. So, and for that reason, I recommend all of you watch it. It's so good. At one point, Avatar used to be my second favorite. I watched that maybe 30 times.
Have you guys?
I liked
seen
Avatar a lot. No, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the so Disney, they actually the Disney park in Florida, Orlando, I don't know which where, but they have a section dedicated to Avatar, and there was a ride that is, you're basically riding a banshee and you have those 3D glasses, and the whole like scene kind of tilts and goes up and down, and there's actually like smells, and you can feel the banshee like breathing in between your leg. Most realistic flight simulator I've ever ridden. Amazing. And the scenery and the decor of all
Considering
the
you
whole
fly all the
waiting
time,
lines.
you should know about that.
Well, that's before I got my paramotor license. But it's just as quiet when I turn off the engine.
Don't forget, there's another one coming out this Christmas.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm excited.
It's been years. I was a kid when that came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering when he was.
I remember
come up with
seeing
another
it
one.
in theaters, I think 3 times. Like, I saw it twice with those 3D but non-3D glasses. Like, it was that good, but I still wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it's a great movie. I'm looking forward to the new one.
Okay. What is your least favorite movie and why? Go ahead, Kolfy. This is
No,
this should
Skitney
be-
right now. I have to think about this one.
Okay,
There's a
okay,
lot
I'll
of
do
bad
it.
movies.
I'll do it.
I can give you an answer if you want it.
Sure, go ahead. Hit me with it.
The latest Jurassic Park movie was probably the worst thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life, and I will fight everybody who will argue with me. The actor lists were great, but honestly, there were so many things that didn't make any sense. The fact that they're trying to press button to deactivate a power shield, and like it comes back online, but they take an axe and they cut just this random wire in a whole server rack and it cuts it off. The fact that they're rolling in the Jeep tumbles, the light turn off because the Jeep is broken, and then they get out and then the lights are back on again. And the fact where they were doing this all the goddamn time, it was so annoying. Like, I couldn't stand it. I'm like, come on, you've poured millions in this movie. You've put great actor and actresses in it. But the scenario was the worst thing. I can be objective. I mean, I'm very easy to please on movie, but at least make your movie have some goddamn sense. Because this didn't do. I'm sorry. I was furious.
My movie, and I think most people would agree to this if they're big fans of this community like I am, Star Wars Episode 9. The Last Skywalker. Hated it.
Okay.
You understand why I don't
seen
like
that.
it.
I haven't seen that one yet, though. Honestly, because
kinda
it
liked
should have ended with the original 6, in my opinion.
You've seen Episode 7 and 8, right?
Yeah, I saw 7 and 8. I haven't seen 9. Like, Carrie Fisher passing, like, I cried a little bit. I was a big Star Wars fan, and I didn't want to watch any more after that. Like, it was a good send-off for her, but it was enough for me.
So you didn't watch like the TV shows of like Boba Fett and
I watched the first season of Boba Fett. Or The Mandalorian. I watched the first season of that. The first season of The Mandalorian was good. But yeah, I haven't watched any
loved
other ones
Obi-Wan
yet.
though. Obi-Wan was really good.
Yeah. Clone Wars was good too. I liked it.
My least favorite, like before Episode 9, my least favorite one was 2. I would say, because
you don't like the
Anakin
Binks?
was... I actually didn't mind Jar Jar Binks.
I didn't mind either. I
didn't...
He is a... Sorry.
He kind of grew
Jar
up.
Jar Binks is the best Sith Lord ever.
Well, he's a useless character. If you think about him, Jar Jar Binks is a useless character, but he has his own way of expressing himself, and I think it adds diversity and it adds a bit of humor to the whole scene. A lot of people hate him. I don't mind at all. I mean, I
didn't mind
loved
him.
all the Star Wars movies. As soon as like Star Wars was like really like being put as a movie, even though if some of the scenario didn't make a whole lot of sense, still not as bad as that last Jurassic Park movie. I still enjoyed the fact that we were getting content because I was raised growing with with toys of Star Wars because my mom was a Star Wars collector, so I would get a bunch of Star Wars toys when I was a kid.
But there's a reason
biased,
why. There's a reason why I don't like 2. There's a couple of reasons. The biggest reason is, one, Anakin Skywalker as a Padawan was a big baby thinking with his, you know what, between the legs over Padme.
Well, he's a young adult. The hormones are going through his body. It's normal.
As Obi-Wan says, good job.
Hello there.
And the other thing, what I find hilarious, if you think about it, for this just the beginning of the plot. So we know Darth Sidious wanted to kill Senator Amidala. But he didn't want to do it himself because he didn't want to give away his position. So he tells Count Dooku to go do it. Count Dooku didn't want to go do it, so you know what he sends? He sends the bounty hunter Jango Fett to do it. But no, he didn't want to do it either. He sends his assistant to do it. The shapeshifter. But no, she didn't want to do it either. She's gonna send bugs to do it.
Oh my god. Nobody wants to do the fucking job. Sorry.
See, that it was like, just do it. Do it. But anyways, let's not get on the topic of Star Wars. But yeah, there is a lot of bad movies out there. And there is some movies that even critics don't like, but the audience love, which is, all we call those cult movies, cult classics. Everybody has a cult classic movie. You might judge me for this one, but I actually like The Room. You ever seen The Room?
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
How's your sex life?
It was so great. You gotta watch that. It's so funny. Well, you look beautiful today. Can I kiss you?
Can I kiss you?
I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Just a little boop.
Oh, hi, Mark.
What's the name of the movie again?
The Room.
The Room?
Never heard about it.
Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
So
it
I
is
think
so
that
funny.
what's happening. So here's the thing. I'm in Canada. So if I want to be able to watch it in Quebec where I live, it needs to be released in French first. If it's available in French, then they usually have it in English as well. If it's not available in French, we don't get those movies. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of American movies we don't have access to because they haven't been dubbed or translated.
Another
But
good
The Room, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah,
I
you
could be
need to watch
entirely
that.
wrong.
I could send you a link to some guys who are like criticizing it. It's funny, and that's because I know for a fact, Kolfy, Nostalgia Critic did react to that video. He did react to that.
Oh, yeah, he
years
did.
ago. I liked that video of Nostalgia Critic a lot, and tell him that was a good video. I really enjoyed it. If you can.
Oh, yeah, I can. I'm actually going to see him this coming weekend, which is why I will be away.
And tell me, hey, Nostalgia Critic, if you do see this, that was one of your best videos. I really love that one. Your reaction was priceless. That must have been a really hard movie to react to, I would imagine.
Okay, I gotta assert dominance for a second. Hold on. Just bear with me. Okay.
Oh, he
Okay,
T-posed.
T-pose for
No,
dominance.
I'm asserting dominance. Yeah.
And the other cult classic was The Warriors. If nobody's ever seen The Warriors, that's a pretty good one, too. It also was a video game at first. Well, not first. It was a movie at first, and then it became a video game on Rockstar, which the game's great. Which I do recommend you watch The Warriors. It's creative. I like the concept behind it. It's great. Simple plot where the main gang is accused of assassinating a very big gang guy, and they were blamed for it, and they were not, and so they had to run back home to Coney Island. It's pretty interesting. And you get to meet some really interesting gangs. It's great. What about you? Do you guys... But let me see. your worst horror, well, not horror movie?
So actually, my least favorite movie is a horror movie. I think it's called Dead Snow. It's a it's in German. It's literally a Nazi zombie movie, but these zombies are somewhat sentient and still like remember that they're Nazis and everything. It is awful. I don't know why I sat through and watched that whole thing, but the end was just terrible. Like, spoilers, the zombies kill everyone, and like you see like a swastika zombie on a horse in like riding off into the sunset almost. And like, what the hell? Why? No more Nazi zombies. Keep them in
It
COD.
sounds like a classic movie. A classic movie while you're on drugs.
Oh no, drugs would not have made that one better. But I would say a cult like I watch a lot of weird movies and also cult-ish movies. I like a lot of musicals, so Rocky Horror is one of the go-to cult classic movies. But another one that I feel a lot of people haven't seen that is a musical is Repo the Genetic Opera. It has a young Paris Hilton singing terribly, and overall the movie is like, the musical is great except for like her singing, but even still, like, she's like, her character isn't great at all, so her singing not great is even better, and it just helps add to it.
Okay.
But it is a rock opera.
Oh, interesting.
Rock opera.
Yeah, rock opera musical.
What's your favorite genres to watch? It's a Jawa. I'm thinking of Star Wars. Genre.
What's your Jawa?
Jawas. Are we back onto Star Wars now?
It's genre. I know what I meant. Yes, what's your
we gotta
favorite
make this fair.
genre
We gotta
to
talk
watch?
about Star Trek too.
It may not long prosper.
favorite genres.
But I do like. But what I do like about is Leonard Nimoy. Who doesn't like Leonard? Rest in peace. You're a legend.
Oh yeah, yeah, epic legend.
I stopped watching after he died, so it was tough.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Kat Mulgrew is a great actress too. She was Captain Janeway in Voyager. Like, ideal women role model. Like, giving up an example. Fantastic actress. Her role was really good. I think the whole reason why Voyager was good was just because of her. Because the other characters in the series are like, nah, they're okay. But she was epic.
okay.
Anyways.
What genre of movies do you like to watch? Let's start with Kolfy.
I watch anything. I don't like country movies. Like, country movies are very rarely hit. Like, I maybe can count on my hand how many country western based movies that I do like, and one of which
You mean like
is
Wild
a
West
spoof.
movies?
Yeah, like
Brokeback
Wild West
Mountain.
movies. Oh no, that's not even on that list. Like, The Good, the Bad, and the Strange is a Japanese western
Good, Bad.
spoof movie. Or The
Okay.
Good, the Bad, and the Weird.
Good, bad, and
But
the ugly.
like, no, like, it's a spoof off of that one actually, but it's in Japanese.
Okay.
But
I would-
favorite genres: lighthearted, some action.
I like a variety. Like, I like comedy, I like horror, I like action. And sometimes I like the mix together, like horror, comedy. Like, I love that one movie, Young Frankenstein. Good movie. Who doesn't like Young Frankenstein?
I was gonna say, like, we're gonna say like Scream, because that was a good horror comedy.
I didn't care much about Scream. I like Saw better than I. That was a good movie. Saw. Usually, I actually like the new Terrifier too. I liked it. It was funny. What about you, Stream? What's your
What about
favorite
you,
genre?
Stream?
My favorite genre is science fiction. Like, Avatar was a good one, and anything that relates with space and like interstellar flight and stuff like that. Really into that. But I'm also love police and investigation type of movies. I know there's a term for it, and I'm probably messing it up. But those
Lenore,
always
I
get
believe,
me
or something, or noir.
Noir? Yeah. Noir.
Okay.
Yeah, a noir.
Police drama movies, yeah. Like, they're trying to figure out who killed the person and what happened. I love those. So these would be my three favorite types. science fiction,
I get-
anything space related and futuristic, and investigation movies.
I need to show you that one video game, LA Noire. You'll like that game.
LA Noire? Yeah, I think they made a
Yeah.
VR port of it.
Yeah, it's good, but I prefer playing it the old way. But anyways, what movies? Because we all seen this happen. We've seen some really really good movies. You would think should get more praise for the action and everything, but there is some of those movies that were just underrated. What kind of movies do you guys think that were underrated? I could start first, which I will tell you right down, hands on the bat, that one Disney movie that for some reason no one cared about, and I really loved the delivery of the movie. And you know what that movie was? Atlantis.
Oh, I like that one when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like the machines and the mechanisms and everything. I was really fascinated by that.
I just love the adventure of Milo when he just tries to find Atlantis. And what was so great about it, it was like, you know how some Disney movies, they're kind of iffy about, violence and death. But these guys, they went all in. Like, these people were dying. But from,
I felt the same way about Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet was good too. Sinbad was also good.
Have you guys seen the movie? I think it's called Titan, or they got this spaceship that goes in the middle of a star and then starts shooting jets out and to try to restart a dying star. I think it's called Titan or something. Rays of Titan.
I'm thinking about the
That sounds
anime.
interesting.
It is really cool. It's an old animated movie, but I really liked it. That was really a good one. It's not the movie I was thinking about of answering, but the fact that you talked about Atlantis made me think about it.
I heard for Atlantis, they're gonna make a remake of that movie, but it's gonna be live action. I would like to see that.
I think we could have a discussion on like any movies redone as a live action on who we would want to see, because there's some actors and actresses that I would love to see fill certain roles that I doubt they would think about getting.
I personally really like the Resident Evil games and Resident Evil movies. Even though they didn't really line up, it stayed in the universe of Resident Evil. Really like those. They're different stories, and you have to set your expectations for them, but I liked it. Honestly, they should do a movie with Mass Effect, but it would be in the world of Mass Effect, but they create a whole different story. Because when they try to reproduce what happens in the movie, they always ended up like messing it up and not being accurate enough, and it gets the fan really furious, and you lose a lot of rating on it.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Willem Dafoe would have been a really good Joker.
Yeah,
you don't think? He just has
was.
that. He never done Joker.
He did the Green Goblin.
I'm talking about the Joker. He did a really great Green Goblin. I'm saying he would be perfect for the Joker role.
Dafoe! William.
Though about the Joker role, though, I think even like Leto did an alright Joker. I like the aspect of the Joker role being something different every time, of some different, like looking at it through a psychology lens. Like each Joker has a different like psycho trait that makes them their version of crazy. Like you have the anarchist, like Joker from The Dark Knight. Like the Leto was literally a masochist Joker. Like that's why he was beaten up on Harley Quinn and such, but also very possessive.
Mm-hmm. What about the Joker that did, the rise of the Joker, like how he became the Joker, was made by Joaquin something Phoenix.
Yeah, him. I loved his Joker.
Amazing. Like the character he played, really dark movie, not a happy movie, but man, his acting was on point. It was really impressive.
Well, I still believe Heath Ledger's Joker is always going to be the best one, but if Willem Dafoe steps up for that role, I don't know. My opinion might change based on his delivery.
You know who would be an interesting Joker? Who is the guy who did The Mask? What's his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Like it'd be more silly, but I think he can do good serious roles too.
He should have been doing more serious roles. He did really well in The Grinch. Let's see.
So
I don't even remember his name.
Right. His name eludes me as well. Yes, stream.
So, well, I don't know if I'm changing. I was gonna go back to the subject of like underrated movies you think should get more attention. Did you give your answer? I'm not sure.
I didn't get a chance to. One that came out recently, like it's hard to watch, but it is really good as like a psychological thriller. Midsommar. It came out like 3 years ago, I think. But it was the plot. These teens go on holiday to the Netherlands because one of their friends like was an exchange student, so they would go back there. They drink the tea and they take part in the ceremony, seeing the culture, and it is a very trippy movie. They do some really good lens effects that makes you feel disoriented even watching it, like you yourself has like had drinking some of the tea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got one. Another one would be Halloween 3. The reason why I know Michael Myers was not in that movie. However, I like the plot of what they were doing. I just wish they didn't include it in the Michael Myers series, so to speak. Like, it should have been its own thing in the Michael Myers universe and somehow try to connect it to that, you know? If you've ever seen Halloween 3, has anybody seen it?
I don't think so.
I haven't, but I understand like where a series of movies don't really hit the same, and it's like wondering why. So I understand that feeling that you have.
Yeah. Well, and see, there's many cult classics. There is one good one that did have there is one movie that did have a great cult classic, but also was such a low production film, low budget, but yet it still made millions and millions of dollars, and that movie was Napoleon Dynamite. I love that movie.
God, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I remember watching that in Spanish during high school.
Why was it in Spanish?
It was in Spanish class. It was like it was a free day, so we had to be productive. So it's like, all right, we're gonna watch Napoleon Dynamite in Spanish, and it was interesting.
Yeah, it was still a good movie. Oh,
Sorry. My husband just walked in. The poor doggo is sick. He had a really nasty cough.
oh.
So you need to grab something in the freezer. Oh, I feel so bad. He's been like coughing like crazy for the past 7 days.
Anyways, I'm going to say this right now. If you guys are watching this video on YouTube, please sure to like and subscribe. And also follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Google Podcasts, and everywhere else you get your podcasts. And our question... Oh, and one more thing. If you want to be notified with each of our YouTube videos, hit the bell. Because if you don't, stream is go. Whoop.
That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. I just
Oh wow! I mean, for some people, they get that kind of reaction, I guess.
Sorry, I just unexpectedly threw my ripped up tickets to see that concert. Let's just call it that, okay?
Those are all the tickets that you had from when you were speeding in your car.
Yeah, my speed tickets, I just threw them out, like, just crotch height. That's what it is. No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't try to... My God. I gotta move that animation somewhere else on that menu because I have too much thing. But sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. So if you do not subscribe to your YouTube or click the notification bell, this boy's gonna growl at you.
So no, I'm actually gonna give you a warning. Actually, Whiplash always gives like a warning. If you don't do something, here's the consequence. I'm going to work the other way around. If you do subscribe and follow us and click the notification bell, I'm going to cover you in maple syrup and call you my sweet puppy. There you go. You get head pats.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's some incentive there.
Do you want to use the
Positive
You want to use American?
reinforcement.
You want some American maple syrup?
No, I'll pass. I got my good quality stuff here. I'm good.
Kolfy. Actually, you know what, Stream? You want to do the question of the week?
I don't have my notes up.
Okay. The question of the week is: what is the movie that you watch over and over again without getting tired of it? I mean, we all have that one movie. I bet it's the Avatar movie for you.
It is, and it was also Wall-E. Wall-E was my other one I loved watching over and over. For some reason.
For me, it will always be Elvis, and it'll always be Forrest Gump.
For me, I would have to say Nightmare Before Christmas and The Princess Bride, which is like my second favorite movie, which is also my mom's favorite.
I thought you were going to say The Corpse Bride. That was a good one, too.
That was a good one, but no, The Princess Bride. Inconceivable!
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention. My bad for this one. We do have a Top Dogs Discord server. We also have a Telegram group. If you guys are interested, let us know. We will leave a link in the Discord server down below. And we'll also leave a Telegram link down below, if I'm correct. Or, I think the Telegram, you have to be invited.
Yes. So for the Discord, you can find the link tree and all their links to our different ways of reaching out down in the comment section in the doobly-doo. And it will give you a link to join the Discord server. I think it works the same for the Telegram as well. So feel free to just join in, hop in, have fun, join the conversation. I sometimes hang in the voice chat, so I mean, feel free to talk to us. Feel free to ask us questions. We're there. We don't bite. We're normal people just like you and I. So
we're also going to start getting into the habit about being within the community and actually socializing more.
Yeah.
That would be very, very nice. And who knows? We might come up with other things in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't thought of those yet, but I'll let you know what those are. Don't worry.
Gonna have special guests.
Okay.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of thoughts.
There is a lot of thoughts, indeed.
Are we gonna have like other TikTok content creators at some point? I think that would be cool.
You mean like on the?
I hope so.
You mean like on the show?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we could. I think we did that once. No, we did it twice.
I mean, we had Diffuse recently. We had Sarah
Andreas.
Cream. I wonder who's going to be the next guest star. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
And to be honest with you, do not ask us right now because me and Stream don't really know.
Yeah, we don't know.
We haven't had that talk yet with these guys over here. These guys, because they don't even know either.
Yeah. So we push out some ideas. The producers, they turn them into things we can talk about and have a fun discussion.
Most of the time, we had to give them ideas, but sometimes they do help with other ideas too. But now I'm going to get back right on topic. Now, what is your favorite actor or actress? I would have to say my favorite actor is
we can
Johnny.
fight. We can fight on this one.
You want to fight on this one? Okay, no, you go ahead.
No, Johnny who?
You better
Johnny
not fight with me. You're gonna lose.
Johnny Depp.
He is great.
I love Johnny Depp. Who else do I like? I like Tobey Maguire.
I say my man will beat your man.
You have a man?
No.
Best human being ever, best actor ever, Keanu Reeves.
Oh,
Reeves is
he
good.
is a great person. So humble. He takes like public transport. He has like this cute little house, like condo. I think he's really cool. I really like him.
He is like one of the most humble people ever, and everyone should aspire to be as humble as him.
Yeah. But he's been through a lot. Like, it's amazing the person he is for all the shit he's been through.
Mhm.
Honestly, this guy is not a victim, he's a survivor. He went through struggles and he fought his way out of it and he survived and he made it out to this world. So honestly, Keanu, good job. And you're honestly a source of inspiration for many of us.
Yeah, Keanu. That's a good actor, though. Well, he was on the Cyberpunk 2077 video game, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He did pretty good on that role. By the way, I think that game was good. Another thing, I think Tom Holland was great. He was definitely a good one. But I don't really agree with him being on the Uncharted. I don't like the idea of him playing Nathan Drake because it doesn't really fit him, so to speak. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't think he fit that much. He's a good actor, but
That's not
I don't
his
know.
role.
It kind of feels weird.
I also don't like the guy who's playing Sully. I don't even remember his name. Doesn't even look like Sully.
See, I never really played those games, so hearing that it's coming to a movie, I'm not really too thrilled, so I don't really care too much about these roles personally.
I honestly highly recommend these games, the Uncharted series. They're basically the masculine version of Tomb Raider. And I love the Tomb Raider games. I love the Uncharted games, exploring, climbing, puzzles, and it's very fun. The storyline is always great, and the environments they discover and then just find is really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Now here's the big question. Hopefully we don't trigger a lot of actors.
My favorite actor? You didn't ask me.
Oh, I did ask
what's
you.
Stream's favorite actor?
No, I didn't answer. My favorite actor is Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, you were such a simp.
Yes.
He's funny.
No, he's so right, though.
Yeah, but he's funny. He doesn't care about what other people think. He likes to look like a goof just to make it funny. His old character as Deadpool, I think they chose the perfect actor to fill it. I'm a big fan of him. Honestly, great guy.
My other favorite, and this is my last favorite.
And he's broken.
And whoa, there was a pretzel for a second.
You didn't see that. Anyways, my favorite actor, and this is my... Hello, leg? Oh, God! Okay. Alright.
Okay, there.
Ow!
No, it's still broken. Okay, it's back.
Okay.
We're good.
My last favorite actor who did great is Peter Dinklage.
Oh?
Peter Dinklage.
Who's that? You have to look it up.
He's the imp who played the Game of Thrones. He played Tyrion Lannister.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I agree.
Yeah, I love him. But I don't think he likes to be called that. So, I didn't know. I don't think he cares, really. I don't think Peter really cares if we call him that. Unless you're trying to be a dick, but that's different. That's
Probably
one thing. What about your least favorite actors and actresses? I'd like to hear Kolfy's.
Mine is strictly he's a good actor, but his views are not great. Good old Star-Lord, good old Mario. Boy, has he fallen from grace.
That's a pretty good one.
He did good early on and in the community and everything, but now it's hearing his own views on stuff. It's not great.
I have to say I agree with you. I'm going based on what you were saying, his views and stuff. I am going to say one particular one. I don't like Will Wheaton. He is very political to the extreme, and I don't like it. It's not a vibe I go with. I think Will Wheaton did great at Star Trek when he was that little kid. He also did really good in The Big Bang Theory. I can't say no, he wasn't great at that. I just don't really like the person who he is right now. I'm not a big fan with people who go to the extreme of those ideology politics. Another guy I don't like, and nothing wrong with him. He's actually a really nice person, and if you do, and honestly, he's a good-looking dude, and probably Kolfy would agree to it. Dwayne Johnson. I don't like the movies he plays, besides the Scorpion King. Dwayne
Did you not
Johnson
like
plays.
Moana?
I never watched it, so I can't make an opinion on that. But you are right. If I haven't seen that movie, that is fair. But I love the Scorpion King movie he did. But the other movies like the Black Adam, I'm not a big fan. Because it's not that I kind of like the reason why I like the Scorpion King because it was a good story. It feels like most of the movies I've seen him didn't really have a good plot behind it, and he's just doing it for that attention. He's doing what makes him the moolah.
Well, see, I have conflicting views because I used to watch him when he was The Rock and
Yes.
on wrestling, and that was his persona and everything. And seeing him change to him getting rid of that title of The Rock and not even almost wanting to be called that anymore and just Dwayne Johnson, I don't know. It's an interesting view to take, and him branching out, like, he's not just the wrestler actor, he is now an actor doing other things.
Mm-hmm. It's
Are you
also
okay,
happened to John
Stream?
Cena.
I'm looking. Whoa! What the hell's happening? Sorry, I'm trying to find the
It looks
actor
like
that
you're
I
having an
really don't
exorcism.
like. I can't figure out his name. I can't find him.
Oh, do you know what roles he did?
No, I don't even know the role, but I don't know. I don't like that actor. I don't think he has much talent at all. I'm really sorry. He probably has his own way of showing it, but I don't know the name. I just asked my husband earlier.
What movie was he in?
The most recent one that I hated, actually. He
What
did
is it?
better in that movie, though, but the original Jurassic Park, I think it was really bad.
Was he the main protagonist?
No. I don't know. He was in the original movies and the most recent one. The recent one, he was actually a lot more expressive, and he actually looked more like an actor. He wasn't that bad, but the original one, I thought he was terrible. But god damn it, I was trying to find the information, and my tracking fucked up. For some reason, it's not bringing
Was
it
it
up.
the Margarita guy?
No, he's actually part of the main team as they're reaching the end with Chris Pratt and everyone. Robert, I can't find my IMDb app for some reason. But keep going. Yeah, I didn't have it downloaded. That's why.
If there was another actor, I would say, which this one's very controversial. What was her name that did Johnny Depp dirty?
Oh.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, she's now kind of like, she canceled herself. Literally, with that whole trial, she canceled herself. She's done.
She ain't gonna get another spot. It was also unfair is that they got rid of Johnny Depp's. Ever since he was in that allegation of trial, they took away
Amber Heard.
Jack Sparrow from Amber Heard. Yeah,
Amber, yeah.
because of her, Disney took away Jack Sparrow from Johnny Depp, and that's what's unfortunate. And Disney, you should give it back to him because Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
yeah, that's the guy that I
know
didn't
that
like.
guy.
He was not that bad in Jurassic World Dominion. He was fine. He played as Ian Malcolm.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he did much better. Me hating actor, I can't really tell one, honestly.
I can't really see Stream hating anyone. He's just a big, lovable fluffball.
I try to be. So thank you.
But,
Like, if you have to tell me, like, if I need to give you an answer, that would probably be it.
Oh, God. I'm trying to reach for the heavens while popping my back at the same time. It feels so good. Okay.
Nice abs.
think.
There you go. Solid.
I just got it
He's a
salted.
tough boy. No. Oh, okay. Because if I do this, that's going to be better. Unless you like that.
That's what I would do if I poked Colt in those, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we all know what happens when you poke Coton. We all know what happens when that happens.
Yeah.
As he's like,
Sorry,
shut
not
up,
sorry.
shut up.
Okay. So, are there any movies that you like analyzing, like movies for aspects such as like sound, editing,
So I've
actors,
noticed
production, cinematography kind of thing?
So I've noticed that since I've started making avatars and making props and textures and making worlds, I've been noticing a lot more of the detail that goes into making the Disney movie. So this to see how all the textures show on the worlds, how the character interact, how the weight painting on the armatures work. I've been noticing those detail like it's insane. It almost bothers. I'm not even focused about the movie anymore. I just like, oh my god, those hairs, they look so. Look how the shine goes through those straight. Wow, it's beautiful. I'm like, my husband's like, hey, we're watching a movie. Focus. I'm like, oh shit, you're right.
There is such a movie that I have been paying attention to rather analyze it, which is I think it was a movie that came out a couple of years ago. It was 1917. Or was that 2021? Yeah, 1917. 1917 it was in a environment of World War One, and these two soldiers had to go over and deliver some orders to a colonel who was about to launch an attack because they thought the Germans were retreating and it was just a trap. So these two soldiers had to go deliver these orders before they send out the whole squad before they get wiped out. It's a good movie. What made that movie great is that if you ever seen, you know how a lot of movies cut into different clips to focus on one character or the other? Like, this movie doesn't do that. It does, but the transitions are so good that you wouldn't think there's clips being switched to being focused the camera on here or to here. It's all happening all at once. That's what it feels like. That's what I find fascinating about it. The colors of it, it's like a grayish blue kind of environment, which feels like it's dreadful, sad in a way. The light was good. The story was very impactful, which I do recommend everybody watch 1917. That was a really good movie. It's a good drama war movie. What about you, Kolfy?
Well, ever since the relationship I got in, like I look at movies and shows in a whole different light because being someone who is into media, whether it be YouTube and wanting to pursue more into actual acting and not just voice acting, like I have looked at stuff with a different scope. Like I've always looked at stuff in the analyzing scope of like why humans do X thing and or what kind of like stressors it has upon them when something happens. But then like when you look at movies like Get Out, you see so many more subliminal messages when you take some time to look at it through a different lens. Just how like if you see a spot where it's got like a bunch of bars and you see someone through it, it's kind of like visualizing that they themselves are trapped without them kind of knowing it. Just like some small things like that you kind of pick up on without like other people might just not notice that on the first glance. And like when you get the time to watch movies over and over again, you do get to see more, in my opinion.
If you want a good reference, is that I've seen Toy Story a lot, the original one. At the time, the animation for that movie was really great for its time, but it aged very, very badly over 20 years. And when you saw it in the beginning, the children in the beginning of the movie were all Andy. They all looked similar to Andy.
I honestly did not realize that. Yeah, no, I didn't notice that. I guess through the eyes of a toy, all the kids look the same. Interesting.
Yeah, or maybe it was purposely done that, or it was just maybe at that time it was hard to develop that kind of animation because it was still kind of new.
You guys realize that if one of the toys dies in Toy Story, the toys know that this toy is dead, but Andy is still playing with a dead toy.
When you put it that way.
Shower thoughts.
Kind of dark.
Yeah. Sorry.
If I was to think of anything that any movie that movies would put very adult humor, dark scenes in a children's movie, what would be a good one though? Disney's really good at doing that. For example,
a lot of the latest Disney movies have been great. Oh God, I'm gonna stay down here. A lot of the latest Disney movies have been great with that. It gives you the big feels like Coco. Coco was so good. Had so much subliminal messaging in it too.
Mm-hmm.
I need to watch it. It's part of my list of Disney movies I need to catch up on.
As you know, you like Monsters Inc. You ever seen that movie? Good movie.
Yes.
If you think about it,
Daddy Sully.
Dang. But you have to think about it. That little girl, if she never returned to her world, she would have been missing, and nobody would have known where she was.
Also, funny thing with Monsters Inc. and going back to the Toy Story, the thing I love about Disney movies is that they throw in things from other Disney movies that link to each other. So you see little Easter eggs in other movies.
Yeah.
I believe one of the Andy's toys was in Boo's room. And you see cars in certain places like Lightning McQueen or Mater, and just little Easter eggs in all sorts of Disney movies.
So they do that.
Mm-hmm.
They put an Easter egg that will give you a hint about what the next movie is about. Because if you look at the Easter eggs when they came out and what the movie that followed, I'm pretty sure if I'm looking, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm 90% sure that those toys represented the next Disney movie that came out. Cars was one of them.
But I think
the kid had a
well,
little
I think
Flash
they just
McQueen.
had them back and forward. So I think there was some of stuff that they were alluding that they're going to be doing next, but they also made references, I think, showing previous stuff, just that the worlds are connected but not.
Mm-hmm. If there was another movie that you could connect, what about, since Disney's known for putting Easter eggs, didn't they do that with the Star Wars movie? Maybe they hinted at the Mandalorian or stuff like that.
I'm not sure, considering that there's so many Star Wars books that they could have gone off of.
But since Disney acquired Star Wars, maybe they'll do it. But I haven't noticed anything in all the Star Wars movies.
I would have to look at that up. Well, I think that concludes today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you guys next week, and hope you guys have a good night. See ya.
Take care. Good night.
See ya.